Okay, we were discussing about repetition, and we learned that how repetition can be applied in different ways. So basically, print the different patterns. So this flow chart shows this is like how we can add repetition. So this is starting from 1, then going up to 10, and going 2 by 2. So which will print odd numbers, right? Odd numbers 1, 3. Then so likewise 5, 7, 9. So these odd numbers will be displayed. You can see the loop. Loop is the continuous cycle. So this is the flow chart, and you can see there is a continuous cycle. So this is what called the loop. But this continuous cycle creates. So this is the repetition. Okay, then right. So then. So this is even, so this is, sorry, square numbers. To print square numbers, I said that we can increment 1 by 1, but display 1 into 1, 2 into 2, 3 into 3, 4 into 4. So likewise, it can display square numbers. Let's convert these things quickly. And yes, here you can see, so this is what we did for the odd numbers, starting from 1, going 2 by 2. Will give us odd numbers, and this is for the square numbers. Starting from 2 and going 2 by 2 will display even numbers. So let's do all this using just using some loops. So we have already written this. So let's use for loop, which is quite easy, and you can also use while loop for let's say for num in range. Let's say starting from 1. Go up to 11, go 2 by 2, and that will print a num, and end with the space will print odd numbers. So let me run this. Here it is, and you are printing odd numbers. These are some. There are some exercises given. I just comment those things. Okay, so let's run it. You can see the output 1 to 9. And if you're starting from 2, let's have empty line there. If you're starting from 2 to 11, so will be even numbers. Okay, then going 2 to 11 or 1 to 11, but just 1 by 1, and printing num into num. There is square numbers. This is square numbers. And the triangular numbers. We learn how triangular numbers are made. So it's adding always 1 to the existing number. That means existing number you can define as let's say Tn. Tn, let's say existing triangular number is 0 when you're starting. And when you're printing this, you can do something like this. The current triangular number is the existing triangular number plus the new number. And then you are printing the triangular number. So you're adding, first adding 1. To that you add in 2, to that you add in 3. Likewise, you can increment, and that will print the triangular numbers. You can see first 10 triangular numbers. It's going 10 times, repeating 10 times and printing the first 10 triangular numbers. You can increase that. You can increase the value. Let's say, let's give 15, and you will get the first 15 triangular numbers. That is up to you to handle, right? So you can decide up to which level, maybe 14, 91 venaka to 14. Okay, these are the triangular numbers. Right, what else I said? Odd numbers, even numbers, square numbers, triangular numbers, then the Fibonacci numbers. Fibonacci numbers, you can see the, let's say, fib 1, the first Fibonacci is 1, right? Fib 2, The second Fibonacci is, let's say, also 1. So then you can just do something like this. Okay, for let's say k in range 1 to 10, 1 to 11. Let's print the first 10 Fibonacci numbers. First of all, you have to manually print this. The reason is you can't generate the Fibonacci without having the first 2 Fibonacci. So let's print Fibonacci 1 and keep a space, end with space. And let's print the Fibonacci 1 and then the Fibonacci 2 as well. You can print both in same Fibonacci 1, 2. And let me show this. So what will happen when you're printing? Then let's print the k and end with space, and we can just see what will happen here. Save it and run it. Okay, you can see fib 2. What is that? Okay, now you can see. So first 10 Fibonacci numbers we tried, but 1, 2 came. But after that, just numbers, just 1 to 10. But we don't need that. We need to add them together. That means we need to print fib 1 plus fib 2. Fibonacci 1, Fibonacci 2. So then what will happen? So you have to construct like this. When you're coding, you have to construct like this. You can see 2 comes. Now we achieved 2. We got 2, but after that 3, 5 likewise it should come. Then what we need to do? We need to change. Now you have to say fib 1 and fib 2. So this is available in Python, or you can use a temporary variable. Let's say temporary variable equal fib 1. And then you are putting this fib 1. Fib 1 is equal to fib 2. Then you can say fib 2 is equal to fib 1. Wait. Fib 1 is equal to fib 1. Yes, you are going to change the fib 1 and fib 2. Yes. Temporary variable is equal to fib 1. You can preserve the fib 1. And fib 2 is fib 2 is now fib 1 become fib 2. Now, actually, fib 2 should be the new one. That is, fib 2 should be the temporary variable that you stored plus temporary plus. Okay, you have to do like this. This one plus this one should come here. This is fib 1. This is fib 2. We printed that. Fib 1, fib 2. Fib 1, fib 2 printed. The next you have to add that fib 2 and fib this one. You have to keep this in some place also. Temp equal fib 1 plus fib 2. Yeah. Temp equal fib 1 plus fib 2. That is this temp, this one. That is fib 1 plus fib 2. Then fib 1 here, fib 1 is this, was this one, but this should be the fib 1. That means fib 2 should be fib 1. Fib 2 should be assigned to fib 1. And now fib 2 should be temp. Okay, let's see. Let's run this. Okay, you can see 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. Let's add in the. So you just took the total you put it to the fib 2, and the previous fib 2 you put it to fib 1, and you keep changing that, and that will add up. That will get the sum. Understood? Hello.
Yeah.
Did you understand?
Yeah. I understand.
Building the logic, right? So then the factorials. Let's try for the factorials now. You know that you have to know factorial 1, it is 1, right? Factorial 1 is 1, so no doubt about that. The factorial 2 is 1 into 2, 1 into 3 likewise. So now you have to keep the next fact. So next factorial, so let's say keep it 1. So then I'm repeating for let's say j in range starting from 1 up to 11. So just go 1 by 1. And the next fact you can print actually. So this you have to print the generated factorial. The generated factorial is say fact equal this fact 1 into the generated factorial. That's fact. Then you are printing that factorial. Actually, this should be, the j should be the next multiplier. Therefore, you have to tell, let's say empty. Mama, make it again empty. I'll tell this empty multiplier, and this multiplier is equal to j. J will be now, j will be 2. First time j will be 1. Right, first time j will be 1. And the multiplication happened. The second time, let's see, second time j will be 2, third time likewise it will increment the max multiplication. So let's see what will happen when I execute this. Keep on increasing the multiplier. Oh, what has happened? What is that? Is printing factorial is factoring to multiply. So this multiply is j. J is 1. 1 into factorial. Factorial 1 is 1. 1 into 1 is 1. Okay. Then go back. Empty equal j. Now j is 2. Factorial equal current factorial. Sorry, current factorial. So this is not needed. Initially fact is 1. Right. Let's see. Okay, I got it. 1, 2, 6, 24. I'm just multiplying this again, multiplying by this. Actually, this part is also not needed. This empty is also not needed. This is also not needed. You can just mention j there, because j is the multiplier that you need to increment. Still, you get the same pattern. Okay, so that is what the factorial algorithm is, right? So what do you think? Is it difficult, or is the only thing is you have to like polish your brain? You have to think. Thinking ability you need to improve. Actually, when you try only, you can improve this. So you'll get different answers. Maybe you will get maybe 4 or 5 incorrect answers initially, maybe more. But that incorrect answer will give you the exposure, right? Therefore, please try. Don't just give up. Give a try, especially in the programming. You will get a lot of wrong answers, but these wrong answers will give you the understanding. That is also a part of learning process. That is also part of learning process, right? So that means finding incorrect answers is also a part of learning process. Therefore, please try. Okay, these things you can try now. Just do it. Hello, please tell me if you want me to explain again.
Oh no, it's just that I just never learned factorials or fibs, so it was a little confusing.
Okay.
But other than that, I understand it.
Right. Okay. So the algorithm built-in part. So just see, like this is actually just changing the values of the variables. So how we can generate the next? So that is the question. Okay. So now let's count. I think we have done all these things, and yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Now it's time to print the asterisks. So this I would like you to. I would like to give, like, this is not difficult. Just give a try and you can get this. So the first one I'll guide you. The remaining. So let's try to do this along. Okay. So let's start like this. I'm going to use for loop again. So you can use any loop, even while loop is okay. Or let's say for t in range, I need 5 asterisks. So therefore I mentioned 5. You can just say limit. So then I'm printing. So see how easy this is. I'm just printing the asterisk into asterisk into t, sorry. So what is the value of t initial? The first value of t is, what is the value? T in range 5 means first value will be
1.
1 or 0?
Oh, 0.
1 will be 0, right? The first one
Yeah.
will be 0. The next one is
1.
1. So what is the last value?
5.
5 or 4. So now you need to know, right?
Oh, yeah, it's in range. So it's 4.
It's 4, right? So then if you multiply, so this will be the result. When you multiply, it is 0 asterisk, then 1 asterisk, 2 asterisk, 3 asterisk, 4 asterisk. Yes, you can see 0, then 1, 2, 3, 4. So, but if you want 1 to 5, so what do you need to do? You have to add 1 to this.
So it should be 6.
Yeah. Then what? If you add, yes, one thing is you can make this 6, but still the 0 will come, right? When you make this 6, the 0 will come, but you can say t plus 1. Isn't that so? So the 0 plus 1 will be 1. So 4 plus 1 will be 5. So that is one way of doing. Yeah. But now there is, like you can see, now actually t plus 1, then 2 comes. Here 1 is here, and the second one can. But let's print a new line. Let's print empty line, and that will be okay after that. And let's see. We can see it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And another way of doing that, you can start from 1 and go up to 6. That is also possible. Then you can only mention t. Starting from 1, go up to 6. Then it will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that is also okay. What you suggested, that one is also starting from 1, go up to 6. Okay, shall we do the remaining part? Now we have few more patterns. These are the remaining patterns. I think you saw this, and just see the remaining patterns. So let's do this now. Just see this, just copy this down quickly. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Then let's print these patterns. I'll give you time. So let's see what will be the output.
Meeting is being recorded.
Just share the screen.
All right. This is what I got.
Okay. Yeah, this is the first one. So shall we try to do the, like, I need you to do the remaining patterns also. The other patterns?
The remaining pattern for this? Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Other patterns. Yes. Have you done that? No.
I'll try it.
Okay, just give a try.
Yeah.
It's not difficult, just think and do. I'm asking, like, how many
This meeting
asterisks
is
are
being
there?
recorded.
Second pattern, when you're begin. How many asterisks?
What did I do?
The first one is this, right? First one is, you can see, starting from 5 as 1 asterisk to 5 asterisks. Then the next will start with how many asterisks?
5 asterisks to 1
Then
asterisk.
you have to put, you have to put 5. Starting point should be 5.
So
you know
like
it's
this?
5 asterisks. So go up to how many asterisks? Going up to
1.
1. Then which one? You have to put 1 or 0 there.
Oh, 0.
0, right? Then how can you step down? Are you going to step down 1 by 1 or minus 1 by 1?
Minus.
Stepping down should be minus 1 by, it's not there. So 5, 0, then the stepping point is the next third one. There you can mention minus 1. instead of
So
1 there. Instead of 1 as third parameter, can you see the third parameter? 5
Yeah.
is the first parameter, the 0 is the second parameter, the third parameter should be -1.
oh,
Right? Because you are
okay.
going to step down. So we learned that, right? We learned that last day. So then you can just mention t. Just multiply it by t.
Multiplied by t. Yeah.
Because t is changing from 5 to 1. Then try it and you'll get that pattern also.
Yeah, there it is.
Yes. Likewise, think about the third one. Third one, the specialty is here, you can see. Yes, that is starting from 1 to 5. That means first one. Again, the first one. But there is another one. There's another thing. Leading spaces. Can you see the spaces? What will happen to the spaces? You have 4 spaces, right? There.
Yeah.
Next one having 3 spaces. The next one having 2 spaces. The next one having, likewise, the spaces is reducing. That space, you can use the first loop. Sorry, second loop for the space. Instead of asterisk, you can put space there. Here. Can you put space? No. So you can just copy the last one. Copy down the last one more time.
Okay.
Okay, let's put some other symbol. Let's copy and let's paste it. Let's put some other symbol.
Other
Instead
symbol?
of asterisk, just put some hash or something. Hash. Okay. Now run it.
Right. Yeah.
Hash. Okay, run it now. When you run, you can see, right, hash comes. After hash, you need to have asterisk, right?
Yeah.
After each hash, then, so then put a comma after t. Put a comma after t.
So
what you need next? Just a comma, just a normal comma. You know how to print multiple, right? Then after that, you can put asterisk.
Right.
Within quotation, just put asterisk. Now try to run this and see. And yes, okay. Now run it and see. So what will happen? After that, you will get an asterisk. But the number of asterisks, what should happen to the number of asterisks? It should increase. Since your loop is decreasing, how can we increase that? T is, you can say T is 5, 4, T is reducing, right? T will become 5, then 4, then 3, then 2, then 1. Right? What if you are using something like this? 5 minus T. 5 minus T. Just think, 5 minus T. 5 minus 5 will be 0. 5 minus 4 will be 1. 5 minus 3 will be 2. 5 minus 4 will be 1. Sorry, 5 minus 4 will be 1. And 5 minus, 3 will be 2. 5 minus 2 will be 4. So 3. So 5 minus 1 will be 4. So if you use 5 minus something, then that will increase, right?
Yeah.
Because it is like T is going from, so shall we just put the T all after this? Put a comma and then print T also. Just print T also, then you can see what will happen. So it's printing 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, right? After that, just print 5 minus T, another comma, 5 minus T, just to see how values are changing. Okay, see that when these values are changing, it's going from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? It is increasing now.
Yeah.
Right. So what if you multiply it, that asterisk with 5 minus T? Asterisk with 5 minus T, just try to multiply and see. Asterisk, you just want to multiply that 5 minus T.
5 minus T.
You don't want this book?
Oops. Okay, 5 minus T. Oh, there's an error. Oh, Dasun uncle, you're muted.
Okay, sorry. If you try to put just t, you are putting something like this, that is dangerous because you are going to multiply t by asterisk. That will happen, and you are going to add 1. How can you add 1 to the asterisk? That won't happen. And if you write that, you will get an error. The reason is you can't add to asterisk. You can't add. That is the reason. But when you put it in the brackets, what will happen? T plus 1 will become an integer. Right? That is an integer. So then you can multiply. That is possible. You can multiply that by asterisk. It is possible. That is why I asked you to put the brackets.
Oh, okay.
So similarly, t minus 1 should be bracketed. Otherwise, it will give an error. Okay, now you can do the fourth one as well. So this is the first one. The second one is what? Second one was just we tried to put in the second one. We started from 5 and going up to 0, minus 1 and use the t, and that has given us the result. Okay, then the third one is using the same, just use the same, but instead of this, I have used hash. Then actually I have added to this, I have added what I have added asterisk into t minus 1. That has given us this result. Okay, this result, but this is wrong. You know how to like correct this. You have to put space there. If you put space, just space, you will get this with spaces. And you can see this happens. Actually, what you need to do is you have to increase the asterisks. Increase the asterisks, right? This is t. Y to 0, not t minus 1, sorry, it should be 5 minus t. 5 minus t, right? 5 minus t. So then it will increase the asterisks. Okay, you can see here. But the initial one you can remove. Initial one you can, this is like, there are additional spaces. So you can use something like 4 minus t or to reduce that. Because last space you don't want. Okay, again, that has removed this. Then actually, sorry, you have to use 5 minus t minus 1, I think. So likewise, you have to create algorithms. 5 minus t minus 1 to reduce the space. Oh, no. 1, 2, 3. So let's use 5 minus t again. The first time you will be having, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 minus t, t is 5. 5 minus 5 will be 0. Then here actually 0 asterisks. But as you need 1, actually. 5 minus t. Actually 6 minus t. So you need 1 there. Therefore, I'm putting 6 minus t. 6 minus 5 is 1. 6 minus 5 is 1. So then there will be, all right, here. 6 minus 5 is 1. So there will be how many spaces? T number of spaces. T number of spaces means 5 spaces and 5 spaces and 1 asterisk. 5 spaces and 1 asterisk. 5 spaces.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, I get it.
You got it?
Yeah, I get it.
5 spaces 1. Actually, you can reduce this, right? This you can say t minus 1. Number of spaces can be reduced because there is additional space here. That's the reason. So let me try now. Okay, you are getting right. Okay, you can see 1. Then 4 spaces, 1 asterisk. 3 spaces, 2 asterisks. 2 spaces, 1 asterisk. 1 space, 4 asterisks. But here actually in each line there is additional space coming, right? That can also be done by t minus 2. T minus 2. That will also be reduced. Oh, that is it's shifting, right?
Oh, I think it's.
T
I
minus
think it's just fine if you put nothing.
yeah, nothing is
If
there.
you put T.
If nothing that if you are using T, you get the pattern, but that additional
Oh yeah.
that there will be additional space. This is the one, right? T minus 1, because
Yeah.
here you need four spaces, because there is asterisk, there is an asterisk. Therefore, you need 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces, then asterisk. That is why T minus 1. Otherwise, 5 spaces and asterisk will be additional spaces. So all the calculations you have to do like this. Now, what about the next one, the last one? So this you can do alone. Now just think about how you can add the asterisks and spaces. Asterisks are reducing, spaces are increasing. Asterisks are reducing, spaces are increasing. Just give a try.
Okay.
But you can get it. Don't worry, you can get it. Right, now you can see that it's easy, not difficult. Only thing is the algorithms. What you need to do, actually practicing, right? So nothing else, but practicing, right? So that is why even I teach you like 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, this won't happen. That's why I said in the beginning. So because like this cannot be remembered, right? You can't remember, you have to practice, and this should come through the practice. Understand it. You can't remember these codes. The examination purpose, if you try to remember the codes, that is required. So that won't happen. So you have to always think, develop your nerves, brain, and then practice it. So that will give you the exposure. So coding is just about practicing, right? So even if I stop practicing for a long time, I'll not be able to do the code. That is same for me as well. If I'm not practicing for a long time, I will also miss this. Okay, so then actually we have few minutes. Let's learn another concept quickly. That concept is functions. Right? That concept is functions. Okay, we learn about this. We learn about the comments, hash comments, and also library. What is a library? Library means some pre-built or developed tested code available to you for programming. That will make your code faster. We did this with the Tinker, not Tinker. We did it with Turtle library. This is another thing. So let's learn about the library. Then let's move to the next. This is not Turtle. This is Kinter library. Actually, Kinter library can be used in Python. Let's use the code now. And this is similar to the turtle, but this will give you some new thing that is actually a window, right? So this is a library that is made for GUI. So let's say GUI by, and when you run this, you will get a window. So you can see this hello window and hello Kinter. You got it through the code that I got. So the reason is that is a different library. If you need to create window, there's a different library. This is that library. So shall we try the Kinter in your computer? If you have installed like the Python full version, the Kinter will be available. No need to download separately, but I'm not sure whether the Linux needs Kinter library separately, but just give a try. Just code it and see.